Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Paradise Killer. Where we last left off was we spoke with Sammy. We didn't really finish his conversation because we had a few more topics to go on for him. And then I think we also spoke with Crimson Acid, I think. Finished her conversation as well. And bought out all the stuff that she had available. So we basically went down and dipped all our crystals, our blood crystals onto the information she had, and the skins, I think, the Starlight skins, were all bought out from her. So essentially we're basically done with whatever she needs for information on purchasing, but I don't know how much more information we need, but yeah. Anyways, so the plan here right now is to finish up Sammy's conversation. I'm thinking I'm gonna go off and talk with the witness, Carmelina, Akiko again, and potentially talk with Lydia one more time. Try to see if that relationship thing goes up all the way through, because I really want to finish up that relationship stuff, but I haven't been able to do that just yet. And there is apparently a way, I looked it up online, on how to get the relationship stuff done, and it seems like they said that you just keep talking to, you have to wait 2 to 3 minutes every time when you want to reset their relationship thing, but I'm just like a little disappointed that that's how it works.
Daybreak.
But I'm hoping that maybe we can hang out, yeah, with Sammy again, just to get his thing going.
Fancy a drink?
Sure. What is it this time, Sam? What is it this time, Sam? A special one would be appropriate, don't you think? I saved your glass.
Nanny, the hell?
My glass?
My unique blend.
You remember, don't you? A glass perfect for a carved ice ball, right? Worn glass obtained. Why did I get a worn glass, but okay. So it seems like it's like one of those like bartending cups where they put a spherical ice in it and then they have alcohol in it, I think. I think it's a unique thing back then. Like, it was very new because the bartender has to like shave the ice with their hands instead of having a machine do it or anything. Really do remember your guests, Sam. I must try, mustn't I?
Fancy a drink?
I have my own blend, Night Alone. A deep whiskey with complex flavors. The spice mixes with the orange and a hint of honeysuckle.
My unique blend.
It is meant to be savored without being diluted. I hand-carved the ice for each glass. Your glass has the perfect shape. I'll ask about the craft. Another part of your craft? Everything you do is part of craft, isn't it? I have been wearing down my knife over millennia. I sharpen it sharpen it every morning so that it may carve ice into sparkling diamonds. A knife perfect for killing?
What?
You haven't learned much about me, have you, investigator? Every tool has a place and use. This knife was born for ice, not death.
Sure.
What's the most important ingredient in your blends? It's hard to say. In a lot of craft, isn't it? Everything has a place and use, doesn't it? If you push me for an answer, it is my love for Lydia. You can relate, can't you? She is my partner in life, and my respect for her gives me something to live up to. I'm sorry if I realize, like, if Sammy's voice is not not as good as it was, or maybe not good, but like, I wouldn't consider it good, but like, I keep switching his accent a little bit because it's hard a little bit to remember it. Sometimes it takes a bit for me to get into it again, so apologies if the the previous episode is different from this episode's version. Focus on your craft. I would say, yeah, focus on the craft. I don't agree. Other people hold you back from your craft.
What?
That is a gloomy way of looking at it, isn't it, investigator? Life is full of wonderful people that love and support you. Their love will get you through the darkest regions of your journey. You'll keep this in mind, won't you? It is always a pleasure, LD. I'll be back. Relationship increased. Alright. Worn glass obtained. The glass love dyes always used at Sam's bar before her exile. Sam saved it between each island, which is kind of interesting that he kept it that way. Alright, let's finish out his conversations. At least the relationship went out easily without having to be too much of a pain in the butt. Let's do third seal, I guess. What were you doing in Doomjazz's clinic, Sam?
I am under suspicion, Aldi.
What do you mean, investigator? Excuse me. Morning throat. Says, hey, you don't speak much this morning? We're gonna choke it up. Okay, anyways. Doomjazz told me he'd seen you sneaking around his clinic.
Is this a joke, Aldi?
We must all be deliberate with words, mustn't we?
Fancy a drink?
The wrong word choice can darken truth and cast a false light on conspiracy, can't it? I have a prescription I need to get from the doctor.
Got it.
Prescription?
My unique plant.
After Lydia killed me on the battlefield and my body refused to die, I lived on in this form. I think it suits me, don't you think? Unfortunately, it has become quite debilitating. A few sequences ago, I began to require regular blood infusion. Oh, so the whole vampire ordeal might be related to Sammy, isn't it? Because we know that there was a vampire thing that kind of existed in a way, and we kind of went on a case for it, but instead it seems like it's somebody who needed blood transfusion, which is kind of interesting. Where do you get the blood? It's all ethically sourced from Doomjazz and approved by the council. Every citizen lets blood as part of their worship, and some of that comes my way. Helping the Syndicate is helping the gods, right? Please check with Doomjazz. He'll corroborate my story. So if you and Lydia want to get out of the Syndicate, what's the plan of sourcing blood? There's a lot of blood banks out there, LD. I'm not going to start killing, am I?
Got it.
You didn't happen to break into a secure container and take a vial of council blood, did you? That's not something I would do, is it? Why would I need to do that? It would be if you were trying to breach the Holy Seals. Are you accusing me, LD? We'll see. Are you accusing me, LD? As soon as we exit out of it, the next line is accuse of the Dead Zone Distillery.
Crime cannot hide.
Know anything about an unauthorized distillery in the Dead Zone?
Is this a joke, Aldi?
Ah. The Dead Zone has an aura. The structure of the island is corrupted there. It gives whiskey a unique taste. Surely the whiskey is tainted as well. It's quad filtered. The flavor is there, but the taint is removed. It's clean. You should try some. I know it's illegal, but how many times do you have to get whiskey? Do you get to have whiskey blended in demonic hot zone? I needed to know. You understand, right? I found a chiller containing a blood vial at your little distillery. Isn't that the blood for his body to, like a medicine thing, I guess? What? What, chiller? Don't test me.
The investigator is here.
Why is the label scratched off? That's my business, is it? It's not my business, is it? That vial came from Dr. Doomjazz, didn't it? Okay. So I'm guessing I have to ask the doctor again. The doctor? It's for my prescription. Oh, didn't I already ask? Didn't we just went through that conversation? Why isn't the accusation the first thing we see and then that? Unless this is different because of the fact that I had different things going. The blood vial in your chiller has the letter K on the label. Where the first thing would be. Oh. Sorry, I'm thinking K would be Kwame. Or I forgot what that council person's name was, but I think it's the K that we need to know.
Crime cannot hide.
Kafka, there we go. Kafka Memory's blood sample is missing from Dr. Doomjazz's clinic, and you were seen snooping in there.
Are you accusing me?
Is there an accusation anywhere in there, LD?
Don't test me.
Do you know what the Holy Seals are? They are a secret, aren't they? How would I know?
Ooh, the
One is a blood-
investigator is here.
One is a bloodlock. Several days ago, that bloodlock was opened by Kafka memory. I'm sure a council member has business in council building, didn't they? Montserrat decided that the council should only ever enter the penthouse as a group.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
I think you used that blood sample to gain access to the penthouse.
Is this a joke, LD?
Why would I do that? Are you denying it? Of course I am. I didn't know what the third seal was until now, did I?
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
I never said it was a third seal. You did, didn't you?
I'm glad to be back.
Nope. I was careful not to. Thanks, Sammy. Oh boy, Sammy boy put himself in the hot seat and he screwed himself over. I really wasn't paying attention either with Lady's like third seal or anything. Like I didn't really care to see what number it was. As long as it was a blood seal, then I kind of knew what it was. But like, holy heck, dude, Sammy. Oh my god, that makes him guiltier, much more guiltier. But I need to still know what the motive, I guess. There's one thing for sure. Motive is definitely still not there, I think. Or not motive, the means to kill. Sorry, yes. Trying to think, like the means to kill. What is the weapon that did Sam use to kill the council? Because they said Henry killed the council. But we haven't seen a single councilman and their body. We've only heard words about who died and how they died, but never really like see the body and kind of examine it ourselves. So I'm assuming that this is hard for us because we don't know exactly how they would look. Anyways, Lydia's knife, yes. Any idea why Lydia's knife was outside the penthouse?
What?
No idea, LD. You sure it's hers? I will do the engraving, yes. It has an engraving from you. Well, that is her knife. No idea why you found it there though. Have you asked her about it? Okay, so he's just pointing fingers about going elsewhere. May you always live in the shadow, and may you reach the moon. Man, we're getting somewhere, I would say that much. But the weird part to me is that it's Sammy. Like, I don't think Sammy did all of it on his own, I think Lydia is a part of it. Yeah, I saved this one because we're in a new day. New day and new video. Getting saved. Alright. I think that Lydia and Sammy did it. But I think that they aren't motively... I don't think they have the highest motive on it. But I also think Akiko's a part of it as well. So, I'd say this. Here's my thought process on what went down. I might be wrong in some places, but that's my assumption here. It's based on my assumption. What is that? Oh, it's a blood crystal. Okay. Might as well pick it up, I guess. Because I'm losing a lot of blood crystals quick. I'm getting a lot of like missing blood crystals by this point, so might as well get that kind of going, I guess. Yeah, the crying judge. Alright, you know what? I will make a picture here, I guess. Yeah, thumbnail right here. Anyways, trying to think. Yeah, so I think Sammy did it. Like, I think Lydia did it, I think Sammy did it, I think Akiko did it, and I think Yuri's the mastermind behind it all. Like, Yuri didn't do any of the dirty job. He just paid / invited those characters into his plan, and then they executed on his plan. The reason why I think so is because Sammy and Lydia both can't... They're pretty much attached to the hip. Lydia's the runman, the one who drives away, while Lydia hands off the knife to Sammy to use so he can go into the council place, assassinate all the council members with the Kafka memory's blood. But then the difficulty comes from this, is that Sammy went in there, but then the council group came afterwards. So the council group walked in afterwards. So that means Sammy was hiding in there before the council got in there. So that means that he's been sitting in there in the council space up until the point where the council members went in, killed them all, ran out, and then framed Henry for it, because Henry was the one who walked in, supposedly, and put his blood in it. But I think he went in it without, he went in it with the blood and everything, but then they weren't, like, it wasn't, like, anything big afterwards. Like, he went in there thinking that he was gonna murder things, but he didn't end up murdering anything. And then he probably lost control and just went back out or something like that. Which is kind of weird, because I don't know if there's an exit sign. Like, I'm wishing that they had the system to say who exited afterwards, because we don't know who exited afterwards, because they don't register bloods when you exit. Unless there's a register inside of there that we haven't been able to access, then I'm wondering how we're going to access that space. But I think Sammy went in there, waited at his time, murdered the councilman, took a run for it before Henry got in there, and ran to Lydia's ride, and then they both skewed off into off to the gates, pretending like they were not there, like they weren't away from the gates all that time. And then while that happened, Akiko probably let Henry out in the meantime, so that Henry can get away. And then Henry did his dirty jobs by killing her fake soldiers. Or, actually, let me rephrase that. The fake soldiers could be placed by Yuri as well. So that means that those marshals weren't Akiko's to begin with, and Akiko doesn't know about that. And that could also get her out of that problem, where she might not be involved to begin with. But I think there's some curiosity of, like, why would she involve herself with letting Henry go? Like, that's the other thing, is that Henry got away, and she didn't make that call until, like, a little later. Like, there's a miscommunication on how long it took for her to call the witness and such like that. So I'm just kind of curious, like, how the hell does people time themselves so poorly in these cases when it's such an important thing to, like, time themselves quickly. Anyways, let's get to the witness, I think. I'm gonna try to go to the witness for this one right now. I believe he's over there. Or was it behind me? No, I think it's over here. Yeah, he's much closer. Witnesses building is much closer to the, to this, what is it called? This one place where Judge is at. So I would probably get closer here. Okay. Coming up. Glass of water. I don't think there's anything here, I don't think. Right here. There we go. Yeah, let's get into the witness, because I'm wondering what he thinks about some of the information we picked up. I don't imagine him having too much to say, honestly. I think he has, like, less...
Witness to the end.
Witness to the end. I think he has less to say anyways at this point. Yeah, he has less anyways. Because we did talk to Carmelina, which kind of gives less information, I guess. Hang on. Want to chat, witness? I must say, I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations. How are your plans, witness?
The gods are watching us.
Oh yeah, I forgot his accent. He has an accent. I forget that they have accents sometimes. They do in the climate of paradise. When the world is coming up hot, it is good to have a hobby. Would you like one? I like to give them to people. They are difficult to care for.
The gods are watching us.
They are a test sent from the gods. If we fail to look after them, they will die. If they all die, then we all die. The plants need our time and devotion, so do our gods. Sure, why not? I mean, free item, right? Absolutely. Maddening rare
The
plant.
gods are radiant.
This plant has been freshly fertilized and watered. It comes from an esoteric plateau from my home in Iran. It will survive for a while without constant attention. Okay. Once you finish your investigation, it will provide something to focus on. Thank you, witness. Okay, I guess.
The
I'm surprised
gods
that
are watching us.
I'm surprised that the plants are are a thing that he really likes. I'm enjoying our conversations, Love Dice.
The gods are radiant.
There's a sensitive matter which we could discuss further. Okay.
Relic obtained.
Maddening rare plant obtained. A rare plant bred by witness. He gives them as a gift, and they're notoriously hard to maintain. Okay. Never seen that kind of plant before. I mean, at least we got to probe him for whatever it is here now.
Sure.
Do you have something you want to tell me? Tell me? I don't know why you say the investigator like that. It's about Akiko's phone call after Henry's escape.
The gods are watching us.
I can see you are working hard, loved eyes. So I will tell you this. I worry that you are doing this for yourself and not the gods. But I am bound to help you. It is their wish.
The gods are displeased.
Akiko was supposed to be at this desolation cell, yet I couldn't hear the haunting sounds of that island, nor the sea that surrounds it. Interesting. So he didn't hear.
That's weird.
He didn't hear the voices from Akiko's space. Instead, it was elsewhere. What does that mean? Everything? Nothing. You need to work that out.
Our gods work in esoteric ways.
The gods wish you to know, so now you know. Okay. Third seal, I guess. I don't think any of this information matters because I think all of it's a repeat in a weird way. Do you know anything about the Holy Seal? Holy Seals are kept secret on purpose. Okay, so that's that. Carmelina's alibi, I guess, again. Did you see the architect last night?
Blasphemy!
I don't know what to tell you other than what I already said. She came to spend the evening with me here. If you want to know what she did before that, you need to ask her. Okay, I guess. Oh, there's new ones. What's the accusation here?
Why?
Okay. Why were you irritated to see Carmelina?
What?
Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It is unlike her to do a social call. I would say her interpretation is a little different.
Why?
Why do you think she interpreted that as an irritation?
Another sinner.
I believe she wanted to gloat about the perfect next island. I wasn't in the mood to fawn over her achievements. We have different views on the rush to perfection. Okay, I don't know what. I think this is the phone number, but I don't remember what this. I don't think this accusation means much. I think. What do you know about the phone number 833-211-2-ES-911-6
What?
I have no idea what that number is.
Why?
Why did your phone dial it at midnight last night?
Of course not.
I assure you I didn't. Why are we doing this dance, witness?
What?
What? Oh. What dance?
The facts and the truth are
Do
not
you
the
honestly
same.
think I just pulled that number out of my butt? Waltzed over here and will accept no idea as an answer? I don't know why our character doesn't do this to other characters, because I realize, like, Lady is pushing this here. But then when somebody else's lie, like Akiko or Lydia was, like, lying about something, like, aspect-wise, she doesn't push them hard enough, I guess. Maybe because her relationships to them are a little bit more different, but still, just, why are we pushing Witness and not pushing everybody else on top of that? We're supposed to remain neutral, even if they're very close to us, aka Lady.
Is this a fact or a truth?
The Count has been murdered. Everyone left on this island is a suspect. A lunatic, an idiot, or all three. I am not in the mood for no idea.
Crime cannot hide.
I pulled that number from your phone. You dialed it at midnight last night. Midnight last night is when the council were murdered.
Surely this is a joke.
I'm sorry, investigator, but I have no idea what that number is. Are you sure the phone records haven't been tampered with? There was no evidence of tampering. The records were accessed from a phone via a communications verification protocol at communication station 001A. Well, there must be some mistake. I misdialed, perhaps. Okay, sure. A butt dial when the council were murdered. That's the only explanation I can offer.
Sure.
You're hiding something, and I'm going to find out what. Interesting. Witness, I need to talk to you.
Sure.
What do you know about this device that I found? It looks like it records the death screams you suffer from and replays them. It's been fitted with a directional speaker that allows them to be targeted. I found it pointed at Henry's cell. Doomjazz hypothesized that someone possessed by a demon would be agitated by it, and have a spike of adrenaline.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Sounds perfect for whipping Henry into a frenzy when Akiko went to execute him, giving him a chance to escape. The death screams are torture. I would never inflict them on anyone else.
I don't like this.
So you're denying it?
What?
Of course. There's no evidence that I placed or used the device. Very true, though. I do think that this death scream came from Lydia. I think that death scream was placed there conveniently because Lydia was there. Because Lydia and Sammy were there. I don't know why they wouldn't place that under them. Again, I think Sammy and Lydia are the ones who executed everything. Like, I think they placed a lot of random things to really just throw us off. May you fly the destroyed Eden with the destroyed Eden.
The end times are looming.
And may you reach the moon. Okay, cool. I still don't know where the Godflesh went, though. They still have the Godflesh stuff that is still missing. I think we already went through here, but I want to see if there's anything new. Can there be, like, mysterious boxes that we can kind of visit? I'm wondering if, like, you can create, like, a sort of, like, a new thing to click on. Just randomly clicking and stuff, but I doubt it. It sucks because there's no, like, sort of, like, hidden object clicking. I actually think this game would have benefited with a little bit of element of hidden objects. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of hidden object games. Like, I'm a fan of those kind of things because they're always funny and, like, interesting to me. Like, even if I'm a little... It's like playing I Spy books on... Or, like, Where's Waldo books in, like, video game format. Like, it's always fun. But, to me, it's like... If they added that kind of hidden object element to unlock some certain stuff, like hidden stuff, that would be funny as heck. And it would work, I think. Thematically, it would work because you're a detective who's just looking for like objects in the mix or in the fold of things. Okay, well, I'm falling down. Oof. All right, cool. So that's that for the witness. So witness didn't provide much besides his accusation or his not accusation, his
Getting saved.
I would say his alibi about how he put death screams onto Henry. So I don't think he would be the one behind Henry's death scream situation. I think he would be behind, like, hearing... Because he did mention he didn't hear Henry scream at all, like, when he broke out. So it's probably something that is an oversight to the witness in general. Alright, let's go over here because that's just where Carmelina's at. I don't know what time it is yet. Let me double check the time before we continue on to Carmelina's talk. We're almost out of time. Well, I will do a little bit of a startup of Carmelina, see if I can get anything from her.
Halt! What do you want, freak?
I want to go in. Exactly the same as last time. Speak with Carmelina.
Are you still investigating?
Henry Division has been caught.
Got it.
Do we have to go through this every time? Just take me to Carmelina. Do we have to do this every time? Yes.
Carmelina's violence.
Unfortunately, yes. Alright, let's hang out. Can I ask you something, Architect? Oh, I forgot her accent. I don't know what her accent is. How can I help, Lady Love Dies? This island has an air of quietude.
We have achieved perfection.
Okay, there we go. I now remember a little bit. Indeed it does. This is a balance here. Where does the balance come from? Positioning of function creates form. The functions of the island are arranged as a diamond on a compass. Everything has a place only it can have. I guess I'll compliment. That is apparent. An architect is scared of function and tries to hide it away. Is a coward with narrow tastes. I'm puzzled by this meaning. Yeah. What do you mean? How do you mean? Is it not happenstance that I choose to expose the workings of the islands. For example, electricity meters on the side of buildings are not hidden in a more form-fitting hatch or closet. They are exposed and allow us to appreciate their function. If we can find function visually appealing, we have
Craft
grown.
is its own reward.
The circumstances you find yourself in are, of course, terrible, but I do hope you enjoy your time exploring these islands. Thank you for your time, architect. Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Investigator, can we discuss something of a delicate nature? Probing time. I like how we're probing we're probing these characters every 2 conversations of Hangout. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know if this is relevant, but I will disclose it. At midnight, witness was fiddling with his phone. I already know this information. What a surprise. We literally asked him, and he said he doesn't know what the hell he was fiddling with.
The investigator is here.
Did you see what he was doing? I didn't.
Got it.
Midnight was when the council were murdered. We were in the middle of the conversation. He abruptly took out his phone and started using it. He was tapping at it a few seconds. Did he step out of the room?
How dare you?
No. Why do you ask?
I don't like this.
That means he wasn't making a call, or if he was, it wasn't the one that was answered.
Got it.
Did he say what it was about? No. He acted like nothing happened. Alright, so the midnight phone is now evidence because of Architect saying so. Thank you, Architect. So Carmelina just pointed it out, exposing him a little bit further. A little bit. But it's not by much. So let's try seeing what the hell these two are, I guess. Why did you go to Henry's exorcism?
We have achieved perfection.
I have an acute interest in preventing this island from succumbing to demonic corruption. It is rare to be able to see the effects of a possession firsthand. Okay, so that was nothing. I'm saying this would be the same. Prying for isolation. What can you tell me about your self-imposed isolation 25 years ago?
Do your job.
I have no idea why something I did 25 years ago is any of your concern.
That's strange.
What were you doing? You said it was for a project, but no one has ever seen what came of it. What I choose to do is nothing you need to concern yourself with. Okay, so she's not willing to budge on that topic. May the silent goat walk with you, and may you reach the moon. And may you reach the moon. Alright, cool. Nice, short, nothing much, to the point. And that's the end of the episode, unfortunately. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Next episode, let's go ahead and talk with someone besides you. Oh yeah, let's talk to Akiko. That's gonna be guaranteed for the next episode. First thing we'll talk to Akiko, talk to Henry, get them kind of like done with again. So we'll try to get some extra stuff on that. Trying to think. Yeah, so we'll talk to those guys, Akiko and Henry, and then we'll make ourselves go, like, we're gonna go and immediately tackle Yuri Knight, not literally tackle him, but like tackle on his conversation. He's gonna have a lot of conversation points at this point, because he's gonna have a lot to say, because we've collected so many evidence, a lot of information, and all of it seems to have a choke point, which is on him right now. Like, a lot of choke points are on Yuri Knight at the moment, because we have a lot of information that's really just like on him that he has yet to answer. Like, a lot of motives. A lot of people know he has a motive, for sure, and yet he has no alibi, alibi breaker. So talking to him directly would probably help a lot with the situation so far, so we'll probably get to that, hopefully. I'm thinking maybe spending some time trying to figure out how to, like, see, I want to see if there's any other things that I might be missing that I think are secretive to me to access to. Like, I know that the factory thing, the deep factory, is not available, but I'm wondering if there is a way to access it because of some items that are actually in that space that are available to look at. So I'm kind of curious if we can reach that. Not in the next episode, but maybe in a further episode, because I need to look up like how do you get that. Also, we have a lot of mysteries to still solve because we don't have a lot of the crimes like done at all. Because I don't even know how we seal these crimes at all, or how we close these crimes cases. Because not all of them are connected, I feel like, but some of them are. Like Race Bloodlines murder is not connected, I don't think. KHX is not connected, I don't think, to the whole council member Montserrat's kind of like downfall or anything. So I don't think that's anything there. So yeah, there's just too many things going on. Not sure what is good right now because there's just a bunch of stuff that's like whatever it is. But I'm seeing that the witness and Akiko's testimonies are like falling apart a little bit, like slowly falling apart. Discarded bottle. Oh. Interesting. He is framed from it. Yeah, he might have been forced to drink it. So it might be because of the fact... I forgot about that. Akiko haven't spoken about the bottle that disappeared with him, I guess, in a sense. Yeah, there's just a lot of information still. Kafka logged 2 days ago. Because of Lydia and Sam. I like how they're both considered one person, or one case file. Sam and Lydia. Because it shows that they both can be guilty at the same time. So that makes it even more intriguing for me. Alright, cool. Thank you guys for watching anyways. See you guys in the next episode. I hope to finish this game sooner or later. I don't know when I'm gonna try to finish this. I'm trying my best. I don't want to keep playing it forever because I know that there's an ending and I have to eventually get to the trial, but I haven't talked to Yuri yet, so he is the last person we have yet to talk to. So once we get done with his stuff and get the remaining last evidence and investigation stuff done, hopefully we will be good to go to start the trial for once, because I have not done the trial before. So I'm curious how that's going to go, because the trial might run pretty long, or it could run really short. I think this game can finish in like... I forgot, there's a speed run achievement in this game. I don't know how long it took, but I think it's like less than an hour or something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, I'm hoping that trial will run fast, but we'll see. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and Roz out.